Hi, beauty addicts, makeup addicts, skincare addicts, users will definitely agree with me when I say that what we love generates a lot of waste, particularly plastic waste. And I've been thinking for some time now about this, particularly now that I'm doing project plan updates regularly, every month, that what do you do with it? Where does it go? Is it going to be landfill? Is my wanting to take care of my skin or wanting to wear makeup causing harm to the planet? So I've come up with a few ways by which you can avoid that to a large extent, reduce it, and help not generate so much waste, help reduce your landfill or reduce your carbon footprint while remaining a beauty addict. So here are those ways. So I apologize if I'm coming across as preachy. That's not my intention. I'm learning. This is something that I've given quite a lot of thought to, and I'm on a learning curve here myself, and I'd like this to be a journey where you make your suggestions and I make mine, and we all think together, how do we reduce our beauty usage, our beauty wastage, zero waste makeup, how do we do that? So that's my intention. Apologies, not meant to be a preachy post at all. Now the first thing is cotton pads, and we usually use them to apply our toner, to remove our makeup and so on. We also use wipes to wipe off makeup, and I have completely stopped using wipes except wipes that are sent to me for review, something like that. I don't buy wipes by myself. Instead I use an oil cleanser. Now instead of cotton pads, I only have one here now. They're all gone into the wash. These are reusable, and I don't know if you can see a bit of stain here. That's the remaining makeup post wash. So because these are reusable, all you have to do is pop them into the washing machine. I use these now to apply toner as well as for removing makeup if necessary. As far as possible, I try to stick to oil cleansing. If I am using a micellar water, this is what I use to wipe off, and all I have to do is pop it into the washing machine afterwards. Now one thing, it's best to buy a wash bag first before popping these into the washing machine. I have lost more than half a dozen of these to my washing machine, and they've gone into that black hole and never come out. And I've looked in all possible nooks and crannies. So that's one thing. If you have a wash bag, or if you're planning to use these, buy a wash bag first. Otherwise, they're going to disappear into the depths of your washing machine and will never be heard of again. So reusable cotton pads. Very, very nice. I highly recommend these. Pure cotton. They're available everywhere, on Amazon, in drugstores, in the supermarket. Just check. I mean, I can try and have a look and leave links if I can find any, but they should be around you, reusable cotton pads. In case you can't find them, you can also use bra inserts. These are not bra inserts, by the way. Bra inserts are reusable, and they're ideal for applying your toner, and hey, you're not going to pop them into the dustbin. No waste. And invariably, those throwaway or disposable cotton pads come in plastic packaging, so this is one way of ensuring that there is less waste. Now, calm down. The external, I put them in a bag because otherwise they're going to disappear. So yes, this bag came from somewhere or the other. Anyway, so I didn't buy the bag. Calm down. So I'm just going to tell you what this is. These are sheet masks. I know they look like paracetamol or very large pills of paracetamol, but they're not. Hang on a second. Let me just grab one for you. So sheet masks are a huge culprit when it comes to skincare junkies wastage or carbon footprint. Oopsie. Sorry. So what happens is that you can't do anything with that packaging. You can't repurpose it at all. You can't, use decant something else into that packaging. You can't use it for, gardening purposes, or you can't even pour your cooking oil into it. That packaging has to be thrown away and is landfill. So as a result, from 2019 January, I no longer purchase sheet masks. If they come in a beauty box or gift with purchase, can't help it, I will finish them up. But apart from that, no sheet mask. Instead, these are Japanese. This is a sheet mask. I know, calm down. No, I'll tell you. You can't open it. You can't. You really can't. It's like this. So how are you going to apply it to your face, you ask? I'll tell you. Take a cup, mug, tumbler, bowl, put your favorite serum or essence or toner in it, hydrating toner, not exfoliating. Pop this in, pop one of these pellets in. It expands and you get your sheet mask right there, unfolded. Just apply it on your face, 30 minutes, whatever, 20 minutes, half an hour, forever, for all eternity, never, half a nanosecond, entirely up to you. And there's your sheet mask. This is entirely paper, no plastic involved. I know, I put them in a bag. Hey, I've got to keep them somewhere. They came in a paper box, and which arrived rather battered in the post. So these are from Japan, and for about 100 of these, I paid £2. £2 for 100. Can you tell me the name of any sheet mask brand where I can get 100 for £2? Tell me. So these are my sheet masks now. They're really perfect. So that's another way of reducing your beauty footprint or beauty carbon footprint. Now the third tip is to use, as far as possible, okay, it is glass. I'm not going to break it and show you. So as far as possible, glass bottles in lieu of plastic bottles. Now sometimes you can't help it, I know. But as far as possible, I mean, if you see Tata Harper's oil cleanser and you have the Emma Hardy cleansing balm. Tata Harper's comes in a glass bottle, while the Emma Hardy comes in a plastic jar. So go in for the Tata Harper. So that's how, you opt for the glass product. Yeah, that's glass. The ordinary, pretty much everything is in glass bottles or, squeezy tubes, but I'm not a fan of squeezy tubes, so I avoid them. So as far as possible, go in for glass packaging. If glass packaging is not available, buy the biggest possible size. 500 mils each. Hatomugi skin conditioner from Imu, naturally, Japanese. Kiku Masamune, butchering the pronunciation here. High moist skin lotion. Huge fan of these. So this is 30 mils and this is 500 mils. So if you're using plastic, this you'll have to throw away every 30 mils. This you need to throw away only after 500 mils. And I repurpose anyway. My dad takes away all my all my plastic bottles, jars, pots, everything apart from squeezy tubes and sheet mask packaging he uses for gardening. He has a gardening club. They're huge. I mean, there's an orchidarium, I believe. More than some 70 varieties of orchids are in my dad's garden alone. They're huge on that. And I think he's going to start on roses this summer. I can't be absolutely sure, but I did hear talk of that sort. The thing is, he doesn't really tell me much about gardening. Ever since I helped myself too, shall we say, a bunch of orchids for Instagram purposes. And after that, he doesn't let me within a mile of his precious flowers. So he uses these, everything, dropper bottles, pump packaging, ordinary bottles, everything he uses for his garden, jars, pots, to store seeds, to store fertilizer, to apply medicine to the plant's roots directly. That's the droppers. To ward off insects, whatever material, anything. So he needs a lot of them. So most of my empties go to my dad. So ideally, definitely repurpose your packaging, the bottles and pots and jars somehow, one way or the other. If nothing else, use them in the kitchen. That's what after washing thoroughly, of course. You don't want to end up eating your own serums. So the things I come up with there. Now, another tip. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but it is true. This pencil from Lancome is sharpenable. It's wood or plant-based. This one is plastic and non-sharpenable. I will have to throw away so much once I finish this. Once I finish this, I'll have to throw away this. Just think, I know most people don't like sharpening pencils or, eyeliners that are sharpenable. But think about the wastage for a second. I mean, I'm sorry, this doesn't I hope this doesn't come off as preachy. That's not my intention, but you know, you end up sounding preachy even if you don't mean it. This is something that occurred to me very recently, so confession. I'm not on a moral high ground here. I've sinned too. And you know, you get a lot of those in beauty boxes and gift with purchases and things. So even otherwise, even once I've stopped buying them, so can't help it. So my favorite eyeliner, pencil eyeliner, used to be Stila. I've stopped buying it because it's not sharpenable. Instead, I bought this. This is Lancome's Crown Kohl, fully sharpenable. That means it gets used up, and whatever bits you sharpen off, that's you know, biodegradable. So that's not bad. Pretty much everybody has an eye pencil at home. So if, you know, all of us stopped buying non-sharpenable ones, they'd stop producing so much plastic, I tell you. Now, another tip is to buy refills wherever possible instead of the whole full-sized product. One way of doing this is with compacts, powder compacts, setting powder, loose powder, that sort of thing. Buy refills. Now, this is Shiseido's Sheer Mattifying Compact. This is the refill. My shade is 040 in case anyone's interested. So this is a refill, and you pop it into the compact, which is full-sized obviously. And instead of buying the full compact every time, just use a refill. And once you're done with the refill, what I do is I gave mine to my dad one time, and he said they were ideal for dividing germinating seeds, don't ask me. And he asked for more, so I'll be doing that. So those are some of the tips that I've come up with for reducing beauty wastage and for reducing skincare and makeup wastage and packaging. And I'd love to know what your tips are. Please do share them. This is, as I told you, a journey. I'm on a learning curve here myself. And, you know, I've only started thinking about it and finding ways and means by which I can reduce the massive contribution I make to landfill every month. So I think this is a conversation that all of us need to have, because we're at a point where there's more plastic pollution, there's more pollution in our oceans, where our sea creatures are ingesting microplastics, and those plastics are getting into our ecosystem, into our food, into our salt, and that could cause a great deal of harm. So if there is a way that we can reduce these the pollution, the wastage, at the same time, you know, it doesn't affect our happiness, the happiness that we find in makeup and skincare. That would be the perfect, you know, the ideal medium for us. So do tell me your thoughts and your suggestions in the comments below. I'd love to know. So that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up, and please do hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell, and I'll speak to you soon.